Lesson 3, problem set. So we're going to determine if each of these tables is proportional, if y is proportional to x, and then we're going to explain why or why not. So first thing I'm going to do is just my y divided by x. So 12 divided by 3 is 4. 20 divided by 5 is 4. Looking good. 8 divided by 2 is 4. And 32 divided by 8 is 4. So this is proportional because we have the same unit rate, or a constant of proportionality. The next one, do the same thing. I'm going to do y divided by x, and I'm just writing it this way because of the way the paper's laid out and how much room I need. 17 divided by 4. I don't know that one, so I'm going to use my tool. 4.25. Well, here's the thing. 4.25 is not the same as 5. So since these are not the same, I know this is not proportional. And I do want to go ahead and double check the rest of them. Just sometimes you might make a mistake, so it's good to just check the rest of them. That's 3.8. So these are all different. They're all different. So it is not proportional. Now some people might make a mistake and think it's proportional because they're adding 1 each time here and they're adding 2 each time here. But proportional relationships are about the multiplication and division relationships. They're not about an adding relationship. So that's what we're looking for. Are we multiplying by the same thing every time? See, here we're multiplying by 4. So when you divide, you get 4 as your constant unit rate. Moving on to number 3. 4 divided by 6 is 2/3. I think that's 0.6 repeating. Let's double check. 4 divided by 6 is 2/3. 0.6 repeating. This is 2/3. On this calculator, you can hit second and then fraction to decimal, and it will make it a fraction for you if you like. I know that this is 2/3. You need to know that too. So if you don't already have that memorized, put that down as something you need to memorize. So 6 divided by 9, I think I'll just leave this out here. 6 divided by 9 is 2/3. 8 divided by 12 is 2/3. And then 2 divided by 3 is 2/3. 2 divided by 3. Yeah. So these are all the same. They're all 2/3. Now, the next one, Kayla is making observations about the selling price of a brand new coffee that sold in 3 different size bags. She recorded these observations. Is the price proportional? So what I would need to do to determine that, I would need to do the price divided by the ounces. And I'm going to do 210 divided by 6, 280 divided by 8, and 560 divided by 16. Okay, because this is price, this is ounces. Sorry that I scooted that off the page. So this is x, this is y. We're doing y divided by x. Okay, and let's do it. So 210 divided by 6 is 35 cents per ounce. 280 divided by 8 is 35 cents per pound. So far, so good. The same unit price. Is that a 10? That's a 16. It's important to write neatly. Learn from me. Okay, and that's also 35 cents. So, is it proportional? Yes. How do you know? Constant unit rate of 35 cents per ounce. Use the relationship to predict the cost of a 20-ounce bag of coffee. So 20 ounce Now I could write an equation if I wanted, and I do want. The price is 35 cents times the ounces, okay? And I've got a 20 ounce, so 0.35 times 20, 35 cents times 20 ounces, 7, okay? $7 for a 20 ounce bag. Yeah, and you can also look here, how do we go from here to there? We multiply by 35 cents. So again, 20 times 35 cents is $7. $7. You and your friends go to the movie. The cost of admission is $9.50 per person. Create a table showing the relationship between the number of people going and the total cost. So 0 people would be $0. 1 person is $9.50. 2 people, now it's $9.50 each. Well, what if there were 7 people? Got a big group. $66.50. Now, I know this is proportional, and the reason one way that I know is think about how you're getting these results. What are you doing? You are multiplying by the same number, which is the cost per ticket, but you're multiplying by $9.50, which means if you did the cost divided by the number of people, you would consistently get $9.50. Whoops. Now, the case where that's not true is this 0, 0. You can't divide by a 0 because the least number of stacks you can have is 1, so you can't divide by 0. But in order for it to be proportional, this has to be true as well, that whenever there's 0 of your x value, there's 0 of your y value. So that's another thing that we've not talked about too awful much. Moving on. Okay. For every 5 pages Gil can read, his daughter can read 3 pages. Let G represent the number of pages Gil can read, and D represent daughter. So D is daughter, G is Gil. Create a table showing the relationship between the number of pages Gil reads and the number of pages his daughter reads. Okay, so Gil reads 5 and his daughter reads 3. I'm going to double it. He reads 10, she reads 6. Okay, so let's see. What if I did like 4 times? So I'm going to do times 4. That'll be 20. Times 4 here. 3 times, that'll be 12. Okay, I'm going to double that. 40. And then double the 12. Be 24. Let's see, divide by 4. 10. What? Divide by 4. Divide by 4 here. Yeah, 6. Oh, I already had that one. Anyway, that's fine. Your numbers don't have to be the same as these. Okay. Again, your numbers do not have to be the same as these. That's just the way that I picked these. Is the number of pages that he reads proportional to the number of pages? Okay, why or why not? Well, let's just see. So to see, we're going to do daughter divided by Gil. Okay, so we're going to do 3 divided by 5. So she's reading 6/10 of a page for every page that he reads. 6 divided by 10. And I put that one twice. All right, 12 divided by 20. Whoops. 24 divided by 40. Okay, there is a constant rate of change. Yes, it is proportional because instead of constant, I'm going to put it's consistent read at a rate of 0.6 or 0.6 of a page for the daughter, her 1 page Gil. And that is constant, okay? It's consistently, that's a consistent rate, and that is why. Okay. Notice that when I did these things that I was using a multiplicative strategy. I was multiplying, I was doubling, halving, multiplying by 4. Okay, so this table shows the relationship between the number of parents in a household and the number of children. Is the number of children proportional to parents? Explain why or why not. Okay, so there's my 0, 0, which we talked about. That's important. That has to be there. So that's a good thing. We'll just put a check mark or a smiley face there. Okay, got to have that. So this would be y, this is x. Y divided by x. 3 divided by 1 is 3. 5 divided by 1 is 5. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 1 divided by 2 is 1/2. Ooh, this is not the same unit rate, which means this is not proportional. Okay, number 8. The table below shows the relationship between the number of cars sold and the money earned in dollars by the salesperson. Is the amount of money earned proportional to the number of cars sold? Well, let's just see. Let's do y divided by x. 250 divided by 1 is, I should probably write this stuff, 250. 600 divided by 2 is 300. Ooh, I already know. Not the same. Not proportional. But just to double check myself, I'm going to finish this. I'm going to do 950 divided by 3. 1076 divided by 4. See, these are not, it's not the same thing. I'm not getting a constant unit rate. That's how I know it's not proportional. Because when I do y divided by x, I'm not getting the same thing. Now, you are supposed to make your own example of a relationship that is not proportional. So you can check your own there. And then you can describe the situation. Answers will vary here, so feel free to show your teacher if you are not sure if yours is correct.